Do up, shadooba dap dap do up. It's Tuesday time. All right, welcome to Tuesday. That means it's Dolly Talk Tuesday. Yay! You made it to Tuesday. Only a couple more days left, and then you get to celebrate the weekend. Just kidding. We just started. Um, Welcome to Dolly Talk Tuesday. If it's your first time, hi, hello. I'm Asenva, and on Dolly Talk Tuesdays, we talk about things relating to the BJD hobby. And today, we're going to specifically be talking about the BJD Addicts prompts. So, if you've never, ever done a prompt before, or you don't even know what I'm talking about, do I have a presentation for you all today? An interactive one at that. Hello, Kitty. Hello, Bean. I see some friends coming on in. Before I start, I am obligated to, tell you about things. So my blog is hopefully going to be seeing some more articles now that summer has started. I feel like that's the same song I keep on singing over and over and again. But I actually have 2 articles that I'm working on right now. I'm just trying to finish them up. So but you can find out information about BJDs and other cool stuff that I have here on the blog. That is bjdlife.com. So feel free to check it out. You can also click on this link. Bloop. This is BJD Life Shop. Get an ad you don't want. And it leads you to my store where if you would like to drink Fan of TA out of a cool cup, you can get one there. But I had somebody message me over the weekend. They were like, hey, looking for one of the designs on one of my shirts. And they asked, is it coming back? And I was like, what do you mean? Is it coming back? Like, isn't all my stuff up there? And I just really realized that like something happened and like half of my inventory expired. So, husband has been gracious enough to go ahead and double check the store. So everything is back now. I am not sure what happened. I really don't know what happened. So, if you were wondering where some of the items went, they are back. I don't know why they disappeared, but they disappeared. So yeah, you can get a really cool mug like mine. They're there now. So let me take a look. Tastes like BJD love. Anyway, so yeah, the store is there. So please feel free to check it out and share with others and favorite it. So yeah, that is that. Going on to what we are doing today, which is the BJD Addicts live prompts. If you have never done one before, let me give you a little spiel on it. So basically, I'm doing some movie magic here also. We created a Facebook group back in the day, and I say we, but really it was just me. And then I decided that this was way too much for me, and then I started getting moderators on board. But there is a really, I'm just impressed with how many people are in it now. We're at 17,000 members. That's insane. On Facebook. And I can actually pull that up so you guys can see it here too. And it's just, it started off as a Facebook group, I think. I don't know which one came first, the chicken or the egg. But basically, it's just a discussion group. And we started also making these prompts because back in the day, not a lot of people had like videos on YouTube on their dolls. So I thought, oh, that'd be cool if we started to make some essentially prompts. And so you can, answer like questions and kind of vlog about your dolls if you didn't know what to talk about. So if you haven't already joined our Facebook group, feel free to do so. It's really nice. A lot of really knowledgeable people are on there. And they share their experiences. They like to share pictures. And it's just all in all, like we really try to keep it as clean and as friendly as possible without it getting too crazy. Because I know sometimes there's drama and stuff like that pops up, and we try to nip that in the bud as quick as we can. But we have the BJD Addicts main page, which is this one, and we also have a sales page We have a feedback page, and then we have like a want to buy, and then like an in search of page. So it's really developed, let me tell you. It's gotten so big. But it's really nice because if you kick it old school, the whole reason why we had it was that we were doing it for the prompts. So if you go back to my website, bjdlife.com, you can see that I actually went ahead and I put together the list with hyperlinks to all of the current prompts. So honestly, you can start on any prompt that you want. Like, you don't have to start at number one. You can start wherever you want, and you can either just, if you're too shy to do a video, you can leave like a comment in the video itself, or you can make a video. So back in the day, YouTube was really cool, and you could have, back in the past, what you were able to do was make a video response. And that was really cool because then, like, you would have your video, and then underneath it would be all the video responses. I feel like it was ahead of its time because, that's essentially what a lot of the other social media sites do now. Like, TikTok does that too, like how you can reply to, or you can do like a duet with a video. And that's essentially what it was. So, dear YouTube, if you're listening to me, you really need to bring that feature back because that was ahead of its time, and I don't know why you took it off. But I don't know if maybe because there was too much drama, but I really don't know. But anyway, so that's how we used to do it. So now it's just like, if you want to do your own response, you can go ahead and essentially make your video. Just make sure you tag it as, BJD Addicts prompt 35 response, like, recasts or whatever you're going to talk about, whatever the one that you choose to do. And then like your hashtags, make sure you include us in those as well. Yeah, it's we have so many, and I really tried bringing it back. So we do have some newer ones that are out, that are actually on my channel. I started recording them on my channel because it was too much to go back and forth between the two channels, and then everything else I have going. So definitely check those out. Those are there. And yeah, I think it'd be really cool to see people making more and more videos out there to talk about their dolls. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Rotten. You made it. Yay. Peonia, how are you doing? M. Collier. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Betty. Hello. Hello. So as I did title this as a interactive one today, our session, it's not just going to be me blabbing the whole time. The star system too. Yeah, really, honestly, there were so many cool things that YouTube had, and I don't know why they decided to just like with all of it. I'm gonna take this one down and now put this one up, and tell me if I got this to work. I think I did. I'm a genius. All right, so I'm gonna put this down here. So I've already kind of like talked about what BJD Addicts is. So again, those are the groups there, the feedback page, the in search of group that want to buy, and then again, the YouTube channel, but now it's being moved technically to mine. So all the videos are there. I already kind of talked to you about the prompts, and now we are ready to do prompts. I stole this, by the way. I was at DollCon Dallas, and I actually did this as a session, so I thought it'd be fun to do this again today, but with you guys, because I'm not sure if anyone got to participate in this. So I would love to hear what you guys have to say, what chat has to say today. Hello, Anipt. So prompt number 1. So this is all for you guys. So if you guys want to respond in chat, feel free to go ahead and type up your response if you'd like to. I would love to see what you guys have to say. If you are watching this video after it airs, feel free to, share your responses to any of these if it kind of piqued your interest and you want to talk about it in the comment section down below. So, what makes you smile about the doll hobby? So, chat, that is my first question to you. What makes you smile in this hobby? While you guys are typing in your responses, because I know there's going to be a slight delay. Oh, it tastes so good. Coffee's so good. I don't know. I'll answer. I'll give you guys my response as well. Honestly, I think just seeing people being excited about their dolls makes me smile a lot. Like, I don't really watch them as much, but I really was addicted to watching box opening videos. And it's just something about watching somebody like open up like their doll that they've been waiting like forever for. Some people like wait almost close to like a year or more. So having them open it and just be so happy with it, like to the point of tears sometimes, really just makes me smile about this hobby, I think. Let's see what you guys have to say. So Betty says, talking to my friends. Oh, so sweet. Melissa Chan says, I love the community aspect of it. Talking with my friends about plans or projects or cute posts that we see. Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, I think it's great that a lot of people have formed friendships and things like that over this hobby, whether they're local, like through doll meets and stuff, or if you meet them online and then you become online friends. I think that's really special. Kitty says the creativity. There are so many talented and creative people in this hobby. Everyone has a different vision for their dolls, and it seems that just about anything goes. So true, Kitty. So true. I was talking to Nadie earlier today, and I was talking to them about the Apollos because they have an Apollo and then I have an Apollo, and we were just talking about our boys and how much we love them. So they're great, and it's funny because Nadie's Apollo looks completely different than mine, and I think Nadie said that they have two, so it's even cooler to see people with all their different dolls. Vanity says, for me, it's the vast amount of creativity and the gushy feels you get when you have the doll. It is. Oh, it's so good. Pureness. Peonia says, I love finding a collector who loves the same sculpt and to gush together over a doll. Aw, so similar. I love it. Bean says, seconding the creativity aspect. Sarah says, I agree with the excitement others get from their dolls. It's just as infectious. Also, how you can just build from the ground up from a blank doll. Like you can sew wigs, do the outfits, to making resin eyes. Yeah, really, honestly, like you really can. Like you can actually just buy it like full set, like already ready to go, one and done. Or you can just literally start from the ground up, like Sarah said. And it's really nice because you can make them into anything that you want, like any character that you want. Actually, I'm going to grab one now. I feel like I need to hold the doll. Hi. I know you don't like being in camera. And hold Kai. I feel like he's already starting to misbehave. He's like, no thanks. I was fine on the shelf. Middle joint just popped up. All right. There he is. Shelf candy there. All right. He's gonna chill here with me. Miyamoto says, bringing my characters to life, seeing them come to fruition is just so satisfying. True. Yeah, I think that's how I felt too, like bringing my trio to life. I think it just, oh my god, it was the icing on top. Inept says, the pictures, I love seeing all the love for their dolls. It's so beautifully expressed through photography. Yeah, seriously. Honestly, I'm going to give a shout out right now to Paonia. If you have not seen Paonia's like stuff, you really need to go check it out. Like, I wish I had like an ounce of creativity like that. I can't take pictures like to save my life. There's no professionalism in my pictures. It's literally me always taking a picture of them on the shelf. So it's really bad. So yeah. Serene says, as a kid, I never had many friends, so my toys were my friends. I'm new to BJDs, but my BJDs are like my friends / companions. Aw, that's so nice. They make you smile. I love it. Yeah, I do too, honestly. Like, and I just like kind of like bored or like have nothing to do. Like they're really nice, like, because they're always there, so you can just sit there and play with them and stuff, and it's been really nice having that too. So yeah. Jen says, Serene, same. I moved a lot as a kid, so times it was difficult. Yeah. Everyone's they agree with taking pictures. It's hard to take pictures. All right, I'm gonna jump to number 2. So number 2 says, where is your go-to place for doll clothes? This is like a really interesting one to answer. Just because I know there's so many different places you can get doll clothes now. back in the day, like it was kind of hard because they had a little bit of places you could get to, but Etsy wasn't that big of a thing back then. I say back then, but it was like 2010. But yeah, it was like you sew for yourself or you buy it, and then you have to wait a long time for clothes to come in. Sarah says, "Me, lol. I sew. I wish. I wish I could sew. I'm horrible at it, really bad." Mi Amore says Etsy. Jen says Etsy, and myself. Surian says, "I'm glad I'm not the only one that thinks that." Oh yes, talking about moving and stuff. Kitty says, "If I don't make them myself, it's Alice's collections." Man, a lot of you guys make your own clothes. I am super impressed that you guys make your own clothes. I am not on that level. Peonia says, "I stalk artists on Weibo. What is that? And Yahoo JP, but the dealer auctions can get crazy." Yo, y'all know that, that crazy stuff that I don't know. I'm too scared to jump into that. Bean Sprout says, "I've been buying more clothing sets on Taobao now, and I love the options there." Gosh, I need to get with the program and just take the leap and take a chance and buy something from there. Sarah says, "Oh my God, finding clothes back in the day was a nightmare." It was a nightmare. Like, I feel like I did get a lot of my clothes from Mint on Card. Not a moment of silence, but like, cheers to them. I hope they're doing well. Mint on Card doesn't exist anymore. For those of you who don't know what that is. But it was a distributor site, kind of like Chunky Spot in Denver and all. And they used to have a lot of clothes and accessories and things like that. And pretty much anything that was for my dolls, I bought them off of Mint on Card. So yeah. Let's see here. Is it bad to use AliExpress for clothes? Rotten asks. No, it's more of the dolls that people are really concerned about. Concerning Alice's AliExpress, not Alice's, AliExpress. Although I have heard some people start to get, like, how there's some designer like shoemakers or clothes makers in the BJD hobby. I want to say it's like SK House, or I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, but they're really popular for making sneakers, like BJD sneakers, like really bougie, nice looking BJD sneakers. And I've heard that a couple of counterfeit, like ones, like bootleg items of theirs have been popping up every now and then. So just, just take a look and just be careful. Miyamoto says, "I can sew and I've made a few clothes for them, but buying is so much easier." True. It is easier when it finally comes in. I'm so sad right now. Alice's collection, I mean, bless their heart. They're probably really busy and all the crazy stuff that's been happening over there. But man, it's been March and I haven't gotten an update yet. So, type a 1 in chat if you're still waiting for your stuff too. I'm really sad about that. Era says, "I'm heckin' lazy and I like places like Alice's Collection and Doll Legend." Nice. Bean, you do need to show me the Taobao ways. I really need to learn about that. Oh, and Denver Bell. Yeah. Rest in peace, Mint on Card. Yeah, they're not like hurt or anything. I literally think they just talked about how they were retiring and they were just like doing something else now. Fanny TSA was gonna say rest in peace, Mint on Card, but they're my best resource for everything back in the day. I know. Got my first BJD from them. Yeah, I got what did I buy? Who did I buy from them? I bought Umi from them, I think. And I think that was it. I don't think I bought anything else from Mint on Card, other than all the accessories and wigs and things like that. Melissa Chan says, "I try to sell almost everything for myself, but the Insta sales tag is my other go-to." Yeah, it's really amazing to see things being sold off on Instagram. And Facebook has become such a really big place too. I'll be honest, I really haven't purchased anything from Den of Angels in a long time, but like back in the day, that used to be the other go-to place, was that you would check Den of Angels. And honestly, if you check Den of Angels nowadays, like it's streamlined really nicely. Like it's really nice, like how they have it categorized and organized and stuff like that. My only concern is that, like, I feel like sometimes I look at some of the posts and they're like ancient. like ancient. So I don't know if things are still for sale or not. So, you know. I think Min on Cart also had doll heart stuff, and I was crazy about. Yeah, they had a lot of really cool stuff. I'm really sad about, things like that. Miyamoto says I got my 2 months ago, and my order still says processing on houses. Oh, that's me too, Miyamoto. Oh no. He said I sew when I needed to. Some dolls have different bodies from the normal one. It's a great fun way, but needed time and needs money. Yeah, honestly, that takes time and money too to sew it yourself because you got to buy the materials and things like that. All right, I think we're ready for the next one. Number 3. Do you have any Dolly regrets? Regretty spaghettis. Basically, this question can be regarding dolls that you've sold that you regret, or something that you regretted not buying, or something that's not being made anymore that you wish you had. What are your Dolly regretties? Regretty spaghettis. That's hard for me. I think I regret really not jumping on the Smart Doll AG when it was like hot back in the day. Cause now I still really want it, but then like I really don't want it as much anymore because any AGs or Smart Doll boys that I see that go on sale are like easily like $1,000, and I'm like, nope, that's a no. Yeah. Bean Sprout says, when I sold my Pipos Minuet in lavender, they never re-released that size or color again. Oh, no. Betty says, I was new to the hobby and broke, so I missed out on event 2 when he was originally available. Oh no. Miyamoto says, yes, not pulling the trigger on Soul Doll Rai. The sculpt was retired. Oh man, a lot of people missing their limited sculpts that are gone, or ones that are discontinued. Pania says, I definitely regret selling a blank event head. Back then, I only wanted company face-ups, and so I never thought to keep a blank head, but now she's hard to find. Oh. Too Many Hobby says, I wish I bought a doll sooner. I've always loved the hobby, but never took the plunge. It's never too late, actually. Too Many Hobbies. I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot of dolls, and I feel like there's more and more dolls being made and sold now, and there's so many ways to buy them now. So I mean, it may not be too late. Rotten says, I almost won a secondhand Dolls on Iris in an eBay bid, but someone outbid me at the last second while I was asleep. Oh no. Hey, Casta. Hey, y'all punks. What's going on? We're talking about regretty spaghettis. And Up says, I regret giving up on my Resin Soul me so fast. Her body was so ungodly annoying to pose, but she was so pretty. So regret not keeping up with Smart Doll and snatching up Resolute. Oh, man. Wait, do they not make the Resin Soul me anymore? Yeah, their bodies are something. Let me tell you. They are something. Like, they need to be restrung and, like, wired in order to, like, not be so crazy and annoying. So, yeah, I hear you on that. Jen says, accidentally bought a recast. It was presented as being secondhand, and it was a sculpt no longer being sold. Still love the doll, but it was a lesson learned in buying dolls. Oh, that's so tough. Man, that's not right either, though. I can't believe they sold it to you like that, that it was presented as secondhand. That's the hard part right now about the market. Sarah says, I regret not taking care of my first doll enough. I got her in 2009 when I was 12. Wow, when you were 12? She had staining up the wazoo right now, and I'm slowly nursing her back to standard and sewing her clothes that she deserves. Oh, that's nice. You still have her, though, and you're taking care of her. That's super sweet. Casta says, I regret that I will probably continue to buy more dolls. Is that a regret or is that a goal, Cast? I like that. Kitty says there are a couple of secondhand dolls that I regret not getting. There were a couple of dolls from companies that went under before I could get them that I regret waffling over. I've heard that before as a saying. Yeah, I feel that way too. I really miss Hujo a lot. Like a lot. I wish they would come back. I don't think they're gonna come back, but yeah, I regret not getting like other cool, I don't know. There was so many like innovative cool stuff that they had, you know. Too many hobbies, says I feel like I'm playing catch up on my wish list. It's okay. Just start somewhere. It's okay. Vanity says I said this earlier, but you missed it. But my biggest regret is probably still burning a hole into my limited KOS MOS doll while undoing staining. Oh my god, Vanity, I remember you talking about that. And I think I saw like your videos on it too. That is crazy. I'm so sorry for that makes me really sad. Everyone's like, same, cast us. It's a regret and a goal. Oh my god, you guys are funny. Oh yeah. It's always the last one. This is the last one. The last one. Never the last one. All right, those are all our regretty spaghettis that we got. So prompt number 4. How has the doll hobby changed from when you first joined? So I realize some of us might be newer than others. But I mean, how do you feel like it's changed? Honestly, I started back in 2010, like 2009. And I feel like there's a lot more variety. And I think I'm seeing a lot more artist-made dolls coming out. This is the most I've ever seen, honestly. I feel like a lot of people are building the confidence and they're just going for it, you know? They have an idea for a doll and, you know, they dedicate their time, they put their work, they put their effort into it, and it just goes to show you that, you know, you can do anything. Like, you could fall in love with this hobby and have an idea for something unique and follow that dream and make it. And other people will like it too. And, you know, that some of them might want to buy it from you. So it's amazing to see that change in particular, I think, versus back in the day, because that wasn't really heard of for people making dolls. But with 3D printers and like casting companies offering to cast people's dolls now, I think seeing that huge shift has been really, really amazing to me. Asenva has updated and there's so many companies now. Oh my god, it's so sad. Fanny. Okay, yo, it was like a Microsoft like camera back in the day. Okay, let me tell you, like I'm like blushing thinking about it. It's like so embarrassing, but it's like really funny. And like it was so bad that my videos, like the audio wouldn't be synced together, and I literally had to split it and resync the audio. And some days I just was like, forget it. It's not that bad. So if you look at some of my really, really old videos, the audio and video are not synced, and that's why. So bad. Fanatier says it's a lot more expansive and easier to find things, but I also feel that as a person I've grown a lot and I've kind of lost touch with a lot of my old friends. Fanatier. Melissa Chan says eyes and shoes have advanced so much. Kitty says there are many more artist dolls. Also, the hobby seems friendlier now. I agree, Kitty. Miyamori says there are smart dolls now. New measurement terms like SD10, SD13, SD17, and I don't know what they mean. Yeah. Those are Volks terms, actually. All of those are Volks terms. And I know the SD17 is the 65 centimeter one. I've learned this because we talked about 70 centimeter dolls in our last Dolly Talk Tuesday. Betty says, I feel like in general, bodies have become more complex and jointed. Eris says, the YouTube community was so much bigger and more active back then. Also, everybody started doing long form wine/tea and dollies, and I lived for it. Yeah, I know. it's really crazy because I do feel like there was a point where there was a lot of people that were doing YouTube videos and then it kind of just fell off. But like if you look in other places like TikTok, or if you look on Instagram, like people are posting I think more to places like that than YouTube. So it's interesting to see. Kate says, I agree. There used to be like 5 to 10 companies before, but now there are like more than a finger to count. Peony says, yeah, I really miss Wine and Dolly's. The community feels quieter now. Yeah. Rotten says, well, I just turned 18. Oh, little baby. Now he has adult money, so I've been going crazy with it, unfortunately. Knew about BJD since like 6th grade, but wasn't able to buy them because, me, no money. Oh, Ron, you're so, oh my God. God, I feel old. I could be your mom. Sarah says it's more mainstream and easier to find things and less like brand loyalty. Like I remember people being only loyal to Elf Doll or Volks, Sim being the only mystical dolls other than Resin Soul. Yeah, Sarah, I honestly remember that. It kind of felt weird sometimes to me because it felt like, you heard that term being thrown around about people being like elitists in the hobby because, they were too good for one company or the other. But I don't feel like I've felt like that recently. So I don't know if it's just changed or what. So, yes, congrats to Run. Yeah, congrats. Jen says, when I first started, people seemed really focused on only resin dolls, but now it seems much more open-minded in terms of material used for the dolls. Yep. Bean says, there's so many artist dolls now, and I love to see what people make. I agree. Casta says the popular sculpts are different now. I think everyone's favorite sculpt back then was the Lutz L. Yeah, they were all about the Lutz dolls. Sarah says, forgot about the vinyl hate train on DOA. Oh, God. Yeah. Yeah, it made me scared to talk about my Hoojo babies. It's not a real BJD. It's a ball jointed doll. Like they wouldn't know like what to say about certain dolls. And yeah, it just became a big discussion as to whether or not they were real BJDs or not. Peony says, I like Instagram because of that. I just post and not have to worry as much. Yeah. Old school CP dolls. Yeah. Yeah, that's where it was. Yeah, that's where it's at, Yeah, there's been a lot of changes. I think more for the good than the bad, but I really do wish kind of like how you guys were saying we'd see more videos, I mean, I also fall, not victim, but like I also feel horrible about it because I used to post a lot, but I don't know if it's like a generation thing now. Like, a lot of the YouTube community that was posting a lot has gotten older, so now like lifestyle changes for them. At least that was the case for me. I was making like 2 videos or 3 videos a week sometimes, but I was like a college student back in the day. So now I'm like a mom, working my jobs, doing all that stuff. So I don't really have the time that I used to have, but I at least try to do something. So I'll hopefully one day get back to making more videos. That's what it is. All right, next one. Prompt number 5. What do you wish they made more of for the doll hobby? What do you wish they made more of for the doll hobby? What are y'all's thoughts? I want more optional parts. Dear doll family, can you just make them come with every doll you order? Oh my God. Sarah says, mature MSDs in all caps. That's true. Like, it's an interesting thing, like, to see them, the MSD category. I feel like it's changing, kind of. Like, you can find some, but yeah, it's interesting to see a lot of them are very youthful looking. Too Many Hobby says, resin colors. I feel like we have a lot of light tans and a handful of deep browns, but there's no in-between colors. Vanity says, cute slim-footed MSD shoes for mature MSDs. Dang, that's specific. And if Fana TA's talking about it, Fana TA's already looked for it. And if it's not there, If Fanatier did not find it, then it does not exist. Because I trust Fanatier and they're very diligent about finding things. Let's see here. Jen says, props like furniture for their actual size would be nice. Yeah, I think so too. The only thing I worry about that, Jen, is the price. Like everything in this hobby is so expensive. I can only imagine if companies started like making more and more. Which I want to say, I think it is like Lutz that I looked into it once. Like I have a video on it somewhere about BJD furniture and props. And I was like shocked to see how expensive some of the stuff was. I was like, dang, I'll just go to freaking Target and go to the My Life section dolls and buy their stuff for my dolls. Because holy moly, that's expensive. Some of it just is really, really expensive. So yeah. Betty says realistic baby BJDs. Oh, like little ones? Like tiny ones? That's interesting. Bean Sprout says, I want more Cyclops skulls. Yeah, there really isn't that much of those. That's really interesting that you say that. Now I think about it, I can only think about maybe 2 or 3 that I've seen. Maybe. Rotten says they should make a life-size BJD. I think Miss Kitty Blue made a video on one of those gigantic ones. Yeah, they did actually. And I can't remember. We talked about it in our last Dolly Talk Tuesday about what it was because I can't remember what it was, but yeah, it was like on her table. It was huge. Kitty says resin color options, especially more of the human skin tone spectrum. I agree. Yeah, I would like to see more colors. And I don't know if it's if it's difficult to, because I know like when they make certain colors, like it's hard for them to get like seam lines out and stuff like that. And I don't know if that's why the companies don't do it or what, but yeah, it would be cool to see more. Jen says sexless dolls. Oh, yeah. You should definitely check out Logan's dolls. I think that was his intention for some of the recent ones that he made. Or at least I remember talking to him about it in the interview. Because I think Valentine, like I think like you can buy different parts or something like that. And they're just made not like with the intention that you could, if you wanted to, like buy a bust piece, I think, if you want or not. And then at the bottom part, I'm not sure if it was just like flat down there or what, but yeah, I would definitely check those out. But that is interesting too. Yeah, a lot of that. Because I know a lot of people used to, even back in the day, I think even today, like they'll mod them, you're there, you see people sanding them off, putting epoxy, doing all that stuff. So Keith says shoes. Oh my god, shoes. Yeah, I love, you can never have too many BJD shoes. Era says cool/cute carry cases for 60 to 80 centimeter dolls. Yeah, Dalmore had like a lot of them, and I really wish they'd bring back that coffin one. They had like a huge coffin one for the 60 to like 80 centimeter dolls, and it was the coolest looking thing. And I guess that could be a regret not getting that because I really thought it was really cool. But I think you can only put like 2 dolls in there. Miyamoto says weird doll beans. Just kidding. Sewing patterns maybe of or maybe buff male beds. I've been on the lookout. Wait. BJDs, buff male BJDs. I was like, male beds? Like, what are you talking about? Oh, buff male BJDs. Yeah. There's I get you. Kitty says realistic clothes in more styles and sizes. Yep. Yes. Fanatia says, yeah, it's more like I got my girls' shoes and they swim in them because, yeah, sold on MU mature MSDs have tiny feet. Yes. Yeah, what's up with that, man? And I've been tricked too many times with these SD shoes that end up coming out. They're supposed to be like for 70 centimeters, but then I end up giving them to my boys that are like 60, like 2, 60, 1 or whatever, and they just look humongous on them. What's up with that? Or make it easier for us to, figure out what's going to fit our dolls. Amy says, I'm super late, but I wish they made more size ranges for shoes. So many dolls in between an MSD and USD measurements that need shoes. I know. Cassa says, it sounds crazy, but I would like even more eye choices. Oh, the eyes. Yeller Punks. Oh wait, Fanatia says you can get a lot of laser cut assemble yourself or pay more to have assembled furniture, but a lot of it comes from Russia and Europe, so shipping is HE double hockey sticks. Yep. Yeller Punk says the life-size BJD Miss Kitty Boo did a video on was a magical angel iris. There you go. There you go. There you go. Yes, Jen. Yeah. Look into those dolls. They're really good and really cool looking. And I think he just got like all of his stuff that came in from the caster, so he's got some really cool dolls. Yeller Punk says I want doll cafes here in the US so bad. Yes, actually, I would love that. Like, I would love to see like more open stores for us to go to. I went to Dallas. I mean, I go to Dallas quite often, but whenever I go to Dallas, like I always feel sad because like I see like the American Doll store and the American Doll cafe, but we don't have anything like that for BJDs. But like if you go to like the Asian countries, like when I took our trip to Japan a couple years ago, it was really cool because you could go to like there's different places like in Tokyo. There was even a lot in Akihabara. Like there's places that you can go and just walk in and there's doll stuff, you know. So I would love that. That'd be really cool. I agree. I agree, bro. Doll cafes would be sick. It would be sick. It really would. Inep says, oh, and high heel feet for male dolls. Ayo! Yeah, you know it. Yee. Yeah. Rotten says I live in the San Jose area and I can't even find a doll meetup to save my life. Really? Really in San Jose? Man, I thought like that's Cali, right? Isn't there like a lot of stuff over there? I feel like there's a lot of stuff over there. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong place. Not right place, but yeah. I'm gonna move us to our next question here since you guys are still a little talking amongst yourself. So go ahead. Feel free to. Prompt number 6 says, what is the hardest thing for you concerning the doll hobby? So what is the hardest thing for you? Whether it's something like having to do with like customizing your doll or fixing your doll or something else. What do you think? I like how y'all are punks are like, the waiting. It is. That is the hard. I think that is one of the hardest parts is the waiting. Amy Joel says face ups. I just find it such a drag. Yes. Ugh. It can be a drag sometimes, honestly. Like I really have to like force myself to sit down and like finish one sometimes. Like and then like if I mess something up, I get really discouraged really fast. And I'm like, I'll just do this another day, you know? Yeah, but the waiting is horrible. Yep. Fanatier says the hardest thing is the waiting. I buy secondhand to avoid it and not buying more dolls. Blah, blah, blah. That is the hardest part is not buying more. Exactly. What's going on? The time zones do suck. I'm sorry. We're talking about the hardest thing for you concerning the hobby. Pania says the hardest thing for me is decisions because there are so many weekends in a year and I only take one out per photo shoot. Is deciding like when to take photos. Yeah, and honestly, like if you live in Texas, I would probably only do photo shoots like during the winter time. It is freaking hot right now. Any of my people here live in Texas. Oh, Bean does, I know. Like it is 100. It literally the other day it was like 106. No one's gonna be outside taking pictures of their dolls in 106-degree weather. Like I don't even want to go to the store in 106-degree weather. Like I don't want none of that. So no thanks. Like if you have to take photos, it's gonna be indoor photos. It's gonna be an indoor photo session. Like I cannot go outside. I'm sweating the instant I open the door. So no thanks. So yeah. Let's see here. Kitty says face ups. I'm completely hopeless at them. And the thought of sending off one of my dolls, especially with the mail system as it is horrifying. Kitty, I agree with you. Yeah, that is kind of a hard thing, like sending your dolls off. And I always think about that from the customer's perspective. So I always try to update whoever commissions me, like to let them know, oh, it came in today, and like I send them pictures and all that stuff. And you know, yeah, it's really nerve wracking if you have a face up artist that doesn't give you updates and stuff. That would really scare me too, no doubt. Jen says, customizing. I'm scared of messing up and not being able to fix it. Yeah, really, honestly, that's what I never jumped on it. Even though I saw somebody talk about there's a problem with some of the larger scale resin sol bodies. They don't really sit up like at a 90-degree angle very well. So there was a customization like thing that I saw that someone did that they basically like shaved the thigh joint area. They like shaved like that part. They like sanded it open more, like to make it more wide there, and then it fixed it. But I never did it because I was so scared of messing it up. So yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, crazy. I'm losing where I was. Sarah says, ugh, photography. They look awful and I can't get the angles and colors to look right. Sarah, that's me too. Amen. Rotten says, other than waiting, I struggle with restringing larger dolls. Oh my god. Yeah, Rotten, it feels like you're like WWE sometimes with the larger dolls. Like you have them in between your legs, like you're doing some type of like wrestler move, and like you're trying to string the arm through. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, that's why I think the forceps are really, really helpful. If you don't have a pair, I would highly suggest getting some. Amy Joel says, yep, high five from Georgia. It was 95 degrees and the pouring rain today. Oh no. Casta says the hardest thing is finding space every time I buy a new doll. Man, Casta, have you shown like a picture of what your area looks like? I want to know. Being nosy now. Jen says, originally from there, I'm fine until it hits 95 degrees. Oh no, it's hot here. It's over. It's in the triples. We're in the triples, guys. Pania says, I tried to do it at least 2 times a month and it was 110 here. But not too bad when I went out at 5 a.m. It was 75. You are dedicated. Excuse me? Who's getting up at 5 a.m. to take pictures of their little people? Oh my god. You deserve a trophy, like an award, Pania. I would not do that. Like, you're so good. Like, amen to you. Miyamoto says, finding the right props. Eris says, oopsie, I have no way of playing with how my ideas are going to look, and it's a pain trying to communicate exactly what I want to an artist with no visual examples. Oh, that's so hard. Yeah. Mary says, for me, the hardest thing would be to the conversion from USD to CAD. Look at a doll and I think it's decently priced, and then I remember that I'm Canadian. Oh no. Yeah, I do that too, Mary. I do that too with like the secondhand sales and things like that. Because I do like the euro, and then I always have to think, okay, it looks like it's okay, but then like if I convert it, I know it's going to be a little bit more. It's confusing. Bandit D says, I lost my fear of customizing after burning my doll. Now I feel like I can fix about anything I mess up. It's good. Kitty says, I'm in Arizona. It was 110 degrees here in full sun. I live right by the desert, so going out before the sun is up isn't much of an option. The wildlife here is frightening. What the heck? Are you serious? That's crazy. Man, I can't believe you guys are already over there. Like, us triple digit heat people need to just stick together. We would just need to plan a doll meet somewhere that's indoors and never go outside. Yaller Punk says, as a noob, I still have problems with posing my doll. I'm getting better, but still learning. I hear you. People cry. Yeah. Fanatia says, I won't even get up at 6 to walk my dog. Oh no. My dollar is looking like a hot mess. Yeah, don't look at my shelf back here is not nice. Okay, everything else looks kind of cool, like camera ready, but you take a closer look and there's heads everywhere. That's what it is. God. Elizabeth says, I have the hardest time finding room for all my doll stuff. Yeah, that's what that thing's for. You see this huge, colorful thing back here? And even that's not enough because I've got, like, some of those drawers are really packed. Like, really, really packed. I really do outdoor photography because I don't have the space inside. Oh my God, bless you. My dolls aren't allowed outside. I'm scared of the UV rays. Exactly. Y'all are punks. That is a story that Fanatia needs to tell you because that was a story. That was a crazy story. Okay, let's see. I think we got time for one more here. Oh, just kidding. It was a free space. Does anyone have any questions or prompts for their group? Does anyone have questions that they would like to ask and make into a prompt here for our little session? Oh my God, I'm humongous now. There we go. Oh my gosh. Like, seriously. My dolls are in triple digits and they all have stuff and furniture. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. No, not me. I've got they're like everywhere. Here, here, here. Yeah, that's to my extent. And if I had my figurines, my anime figurines out, it would be a hot mess. So yeah. Are the prompts still up on Deviantart? Nay, they're actually now on my website. So if you go to www.bjdlife.com, there is actually a section there that will show. Let me move myself off to the side here. There's a section there that has all of the prompts listed, and I updated the links because some of the video links died on DeviantArt, so this is more up to date. So you can just literally go to my you can go to my page, which is www.bjdlife.com, and on the far right hand side, you can't see it because I thought you could see it, but you can't see it. Right there. On the right hand side here, you'll see it says BJD Addicts prompts. So you can just click on that link and it'll open up all of the prompts from number 1 all the way to the latest one, which I think I still need to do this one. I don't know if that one's out yet or not. So yeah, that's up there. It's up there, guys. It's there for your convenience. It is there. All right, I'll leave that out of the way. So yeah. It's Emery's fault. Oh no, what's Emery's fault? Yeah. Oh yeah. Fanatia is telling her story. Yeah, it is. That was insane. Yeah, don't you have like YouTube videos on it? Like you have a video on it somewhere, don't you? Eris says, if you could only keep one doll, who would it be? This is a criminally uncreative question, I know, but I'm genuinely curious. God, that's a hard one. Yeah, that's like a really hard question to ask. Like, I want to say, I mean, I would have to keep Kai, honestly. Like, he's the OG. Like, he's my main dude. Like, he's the one that started all of it, and I would be a monster if I ever got rid of him because I love him so much, and you know, he's been through a lot with me. He's the oldest one, so I would probably just keep him. I'd be really sad because I love all my dolls, but like, yeah, that's what I would do. Oh no. Too Many Hobbies also asks, do you guys have any impossible dolls that you would like an MSD sculpt you would like as an SD, or a hybrid that would never be possible, if that makes sense? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Guys are thinking of good ones. Man, these are good ones. I need to put these as BJD Addicts prompts. Holy cow. Would you guys let me do that? Can I copy and paste the chat with your questions and then I'll turn them into BJD Addicts prompts? Because we're getting dry on ideas here. If you guys have them, feel free to put them in the comment section because that would be helpful. You know, it'd be funny, too many hobbies, like answering your question. I think it'd be cool if there was a company that could make like chibi versions of your dolls. Like you send them a picture and then they would make like a chibi version of it. I think that'd be super duper cute. Like to have like mini versions of your main ones. I think that'd be kind of cool. Oh my god. I'm still listening into the saga. Casta says it's hard, but I'd also probably keep my first doll. Yeah, it's really hard to come up with the answer for that one. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to see if there's other questions in here so that I can read them aloud. Elizabeth says, anyone who knows me, the Zircon mermaid knows it's Hazel, and she was the first too. Oh my god. You guys are talking about your dolls flipping off of shelves? God, that is so scary. Amy Jewell says at Inept, I wouldn't be able to make that choice. My first doll, the sculpt that got me into the hobby, discontinued sculpts. And I have a doll that belonged to a deceased collector. Oh, yeah, that'd be so hard. Oh my god, you guys are like, a lot of people are talking about it'd be really hard. Elizabeth has a question. Elizabeth's question says, here's a question. What item of clothing do you wish you could get for your dolls? I think we talked about this in like another video. But honestly, like there's only one company that we saw, but I really think we should be seeing more. You know how there's like mommy daughter clothing? Like I would love doll and owner clothing. Does that make sense? Doll and doll owner clothing. So like there could be like a shirt for him and like a shirt for me. And I would gladly pay like $50 for that. You know? It's so bad. I would gladly pay money for that. I'm all into matching because I mean that's what I do with my daughter right now. I'm obsessed with mother daughter matching stuff, and I like try to hype it up so much when my daughter and I match because like I don't want her to get to the point, which I know eventually she probably will get to the point where she's like, I don't want to match with you, like, but I seriously do that like all the time with Marcy. So I would love clothing, like matching clothing more readily available instead of me like buying an outfit for a doll and like trying to find something like a Forever 21 or something like to match. If they already put it together, like wham bam, thank you ma'am, like I would totally do it. Totally do it. Oh my god. Nady says, what companies that has or have closed down would you bring back? Hujo? They were so great, guys. I feel like they were like the pioneers for ABS dolls. Like I feel like if they were alive for longer, we would have seen even more incredible things come out of them. Like they just started. It's such a shame that they had to close down for whatever reasons. I mean, there's like stories that are floating around, but like I really wish I would have been able to see more out of them because they were so innovative. I think they really would love. They would be amazing to come back. Nadie, also, I need a Captain Hook outfit 100%. Oh my god. Too many hobbies says, they want 50s vintage. Oh, that is so cool. That would be nice to see more vintage clothing for the dolls. That would be really cool. Dream of doll. Yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to make sure I can at least read the questions out loud so that way if anyone's watching the videos, you guys can answer any of the questions that we've put forth. Wait, did I read this one? Elizabeth says, here's a question. What item of clothing do you wish? Oh, wait, right. Did I answer? That's the one I said out loud, right? Because that's why I was talking about matching clothing. Yes. 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 Oh my gosh, Kitty. I remember those. I'd like to see the Zoom Rosette school dolls come back. Yeah, they had like a whole bunch of like, I remember always being amazed by the Zoom website because like you would click into it and then there was like different sections you'd go to. Like there was like the school link, and you would see like those school dolls, and like they had like other ones that were like techno ones or something. And then of course they had the monthly fantasy ones that you'd click in and look at. They all had like their own separate page. So yeah, that was really cool. Domuya. Oh my gosh. I want Domuya to come back just so I can see those really crazy, outrageous ones that everyone like flipped over when they made the vinyl chests, the vinyl nipples. That's all I wanted. That's all I want. Just come back for that one specific thing, and that's all you guys are all talking about. That's all I need, okay? That's all I need left. Oh my gosh. Oh, DOD was doing site maintenance in 2016 and just never came back. Oh no. It's like they went out for milk and never came back. No. Oh my gosh. Oh, Kitty, you're here. Kitty, we were just talking about you earlier. We're talking about the really huge doll that you got that one time. Read the comments. Yes, crazy. I still have the magical angel Iris, but I took her apart. Really? You still have her? That's crazy. Why'd you take her apart? Was she too hard to like handle and stuff? Like was she cuz I remember I thought in your video you talked about like that she was really heavy, right? Like wasn't she like really crazy heavy? That's insane. I remember seeing that. I remember like freaking out when you got that doll and you did the video on it. I was like, "What is this?" Oh, look at all you wanting doll in mine. Cujo to come back. Yeah, heavy. I took her apart because I was putting her up for sale. Oh. Man, that's crazy though. She's so cool though. Such a cool doll. Like seriously insane. Like I don't even know like where would you put her? Like where was she? Where was she in your house? Like in a chair? Like where did you put her? Is there? Can't even imagine how much she'll ship. How much shipping will cost. I know that's a big thing. Also, can you imagine like if they actually scanned like the boxes that you send off, like how questionable that looks? It's like you're sending like a body in the mail, and like super questionable. They're like, so what are you sending? It's like a doll, and they're like a Barbie? No, like a life scale size doll. And they're like, what? And like just by some chance, I like open it up and they just see body parts in there. Oh, yeah. I took her. Yes, Heavy. I took her apart because I was putting her up for sale. Yes, and then she said, "Yes, sitting in a chair." They were sitting in a chair. Oh my gosh, I miss Magical Angel. Man, that's insane. Let me tell you. Wow, man. Put her in a box with fragile body parts. Right? Oh no. Hey, Mimi, no. That would be insane to ship that off. Like, and if it was like the airport and they like scan everything, can you imagine that? And if they like scanned it and they're just like, there's a whole head in this box. Like, what? And then you're just there, like sending it off. I have no idea what happened to Doll Love. I think they just vanished. Yeah, there's so many companies that have just like they're just gone. What was the other one that disappeared too? Fantasy Doll. Fantasy Doll's gone too. Yeah. So sad. So sad. Yeah. Oh my gosh. BJD prompts brings back news to your old videos. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we were talking about today. So yeah, if you guys have any prompt suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. for those of you who put forth questions, I hope I can steal your questions and make them into prompts. I'll credit your name in the video because yeah, we need more prompts. But yeah, I hope that you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and probably start closing up here because I need to go grab more coffee and do things and finish BJD articles. But I hope you guys had fun. It looks like you guys are still chatting, and I feel bad. I wish I could leave the chat room open. But yeah, we will be seeing you guys in another video soon. I'm going to be putting out some more BJD prompts for you guys to have fun with, and hopefully you guys can answer them in either video form or type of response in the comment section. As always, I hope you guys have a Dolly-tastic day. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so glad that I was able to hear from all of you and hear your responses in these prompts. And yeah, other than that, I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Sorry, Mimi, I'm so sorry. Yeah, and make some more videos out there. Have a great week, guys. Stay safe. Love you guys. Okay, bye.